Hi everyone, it's me Sunny. Today I'm going to walk you through my workday routine and show you guys my studio. I actually don't have a studio, you see, but I'll come to that. And show you my tools, materials, and overall like my process in making a drawing, a painting. Yeah, so here we go. Okay, so here is my little working space. Well, it's the biggest space in that I currently have to work with. This is my family's kitchen, or rather you would call it dining room. Here's a dining table where I currently set out a lot of things to work for today. Here's some ripped bananas, the trees, and a lot of trees that my mom especially love. Today is pretty sunny and it's a very good condition to draw as many as possible to me. So I'm setting out here two drawings, two easels. And the first one gonna be a very serene scene in blue. And this one gonna be for my project, my current project, the youth portrait project, Youth of Hanoi, yeah. And now I'm gonna walk you through all this stuff I'm having on the table and show you my tools and references, things that I use for today. Now the first thing, I kidding you not, is a cup of water. I need it. I always need it. The weather in Hanoi right now is very dry and hot and humid, and yeah, I'm opening the aircon right now. So here, I have a few first things that I could show you. This is my little brown sketch. I love brown paper. They like between twilight kind of feeling, and you can add either more light to it or make it darker and make the brown the light part, if that makes any sense. These are my pencils to sketch. These little cuties to hold pen. They are pen holders. This is my set of pens. Like as you can see, I take out some of them. They're usually like filled up, like 10 to 12 of them. These little bags contain more pens, more brushes, and more colors. My favorite, lavender and blue, because I love lavender and blue. Yeah. Yep. The next materials that I'm gonna use today, gouache. This set of 5 basic colors. This set, again, very bluish. Yep, but they fill with basic color as well. And I took some of them out and put into this little bags. As you can see here, and it's kind of messy, but I will set them out again. My color reference for today would be, and I think for a long time, as you will see with many of my work, would be a symbolism art book, Impressionism, and my favorite artist of all time, Van Gogh. An amazing person, a passionate person that I can always feel like I could somewhat relate to, and an ideal person that I don't know, like his passion is something that I live up to. And these are for more like for my comfort. How to say, like I want to have it by my side all the time so that I feel inspired and comfortable when I look at it, because it's, oh my god, it's already a bit kind of, the golden part is a bit kind of like off, you know. But I love this set and I bring it with me all the time now. Also, like I'm gonna have a project related to making tarot cards. I'm gonna design my own set of tarot, and I want to sketch out some few ideas of some tarots for today. Maybe the major arcana, or maybe the ones that I relate to the most. We're gonna see. I'll just build out the concept. Yeah. Seventh sphere. Here is one of my latest study. One of them. The original image and model I found on Pinterest. And sorry, I cannot really remember the name of the artist that created this photo, so I will not really name them here, but I will list the link down below if you want to find the original photo. I drew this in watercolor, not really my best work, but I love it. I love the golden feeling about it. Next things, here's are more brushes for my work. A big variety, kind of a variety of different from small to big one. And here is my iPad that I bring along all the time for reference picture, for sometimes just opening it up and listening to stories from YouTube. Also, like nowadays I sometimes work digitally as well, design stuff for Redbubble and other websites. And here's my sketches, my sketchbooks. Wow, I just bought this sketchbook from Hai Bàn Tay and I almost filled up. Like, I didn't know that I gonna like draw so much for a short time. And you could see in here the half opening this of this sketch is already filled up, like here. I just love it. I love it. It's small. The paper is great for sketching ideas out, and yeah. When I fill this up, I think I'm gonna have a video to show you, to walk through my sketchbook. Yep. I forgot. Like, there's a sketch that gonna be one of my painting for today. The topic here. It's a couple lying on a bed, looking out into the twilight. It's very serene drawing, as you can see. The feeling. Of course, this in here is just a sketch, and I feel like I'm very bad with lighting, but I'm learning, and I want to create a very dreamy feeling. I'm not sure if I can make it on the paper, but I want to draw by gouache because gouache is oil-like, and I hope that it can pop out the color, the light, make the light pop out. Yeah. Now this is not a sketchbook, and I have a little bit surprise is that because I subscribe to Inktober's, to Jake Parker's Inktober's newsletter that I know about, that I already got my hand to his new prompts for Inktober. But he also mentioned in the mail to not share it till the 1st of October. So I'll just show you a little bit, like briefly, through this little sketchbook. I love big sketchbook, but I must say that I'm just a very messy person. I'm not someone who has a pretty sketchbook. So yeah, it's filled with random stuff and fails painting and sketch, which I guess is the point of a sketchbook, is that you sketch out the idea. It's very momentum, it's very weird space that you have. And I don't understand why so many artists can have so surreal, beautiful, neat sketchbook, but I personally can never really do that. And this is like a sketch of insomnia, one story that I wrote myself, and it's a very personal experience, really. Though with this project, I already plan to work with my friend Ling, and she's gonna draw the whole story. Some more work, some more sketches, and I cannot show you my Inktober's like topics. Nope. But here are the two that I already managed to pull out yesterday. Yeah. So another thing is I'm not sure if I can finish even one painting for today, but I hope I can do something about it. I hope I can pull out several drawings. I don't know what's wrong with me lately, but I absolutely like addicted to focus on my work, my art, and it's crazy. It's insane. I don't know how to rest. I don't know, like I have other things that I would want to do, and it's on my waiting list. Playing certain games. I have The Witchers. I have Dishonored. I have things that I plan to do, like discovering a few new places in Hanoi and going places to enjoy the environment and also to open myself up to new experiences. But no, right now I just cannot think of anything else other than paintings out my ideas. I have so many projects at hand and I have so many things that I want to do. I forgot to mention this pile of paper right here. So here are my backup kind of like papers and also a few sketches. I usually like to buy very like student like papers. They are cheap but the quality is really good from Nguyên Hồng. If I'm not kind of if I remember right, or Bảo Hồng, I'm not really sure anymore. But yeah, the quality of paper is good enough, decent for sketching. And yeah, some ideas in here that I'm thinking about whether I should make them into big drawings, big paintings. And this paper as well are like sketches and things that I haven't done. Another watercolor sketchbook, one very lovely that I haven't used much, and a few of them maybe, perhaps, if I remember right, kind of failed drawings, really. Like this one. I love the ideas, but the color is so terrible. Or this one, the color is somewhat better, but the idea is great, but the coloring is so bad as well. And these are papers. These packs I get from Nhau Studio. My teacher, my watercolor teachers, gave me this. Some paper, artist paper. I want to create like things that is postcard like, and they usually a small painting, very cute and neat on this kind of paper. So I bought quite many of this size. These are like, let me see, Paul Rubens papers, and it's sparkling. This is the nice things to create. Like you can create gift cards and send people this kind of thing. It's great. Nabi Aqua paper is like very beautiful. The quality is really good. It's the how say I don't know how to explain it in English because well it's not exactly my language, and but I could say that the quality of this paper is really good for watercolor. The way it absorbs the paint and the way that the water flow very nicely and it's kept on the surface for long. It's really great. Happy is kind of fine, I would say so. Kind of decent quality enough. Compared to Nabi, I think I love Nabi more about the effect that it has on the watercolor. But Happy is really great too, and the price is kind of okay. Um, and this one is really good too. Bao Hong Pure Cotton Watercolor Paper is also very great. The quality is compared to Nabi. I think like each of them has very different kind of effect on them. Of course, this like I think this one, how do you call it? But I think like the surface of this one is more flat than the one from Nabi. In here is more like cold press. This one must be hot press or something like that, and so the effect is going to be different. But I think like compared about the quality, I love this too, and Happy is like okay, quite okay. This one is not of good quality. It can easily be damaged, but it's great for like creating. If you are really good with watercolor skill, then one layer of water is good enough. 1 to 2 or 3 of layer of water is good enough, and it's not gonna last further than that. But the fact that it's sparkling is crazy, and I love sparkling thing. Can you blame me for being vain? Yes, but I love it. So yeah, that is all to my little working space. Well, I think to me this working space, the little dining room, is really great compared to my room. I'm gonna walk you through my room one day as well, because it's too stuffy in there. It's too stuffy. The space is not good. It doesn't have enough lighting because the direction is just not good. So when I have like big projects, when I have big paintings that I require a certain kind of space, I like to draw out here, because you could see like the room is spacious enough for me to set out a lot of things, a lot of tools, and have my easels set out neatly. There's also a bit more my tools, 2 cup of waters, more palette, yeah, papers, and more palette. I have so many palettes, but I think it's still not enough. Okay, so I'll see you guys later on my working process. So, the first work I'm gonna work on for today is gonna be this piece. And I'm looking for like reference photos, and come on with this one, like patient lying on bed. I don't know if I should check for more photos. Here I have a few reference. This one especially is the lighting is what I want to achieve. The colors palette, possibly I'm going to follow this one for color palette. We'll see. And maybe I'm going to use this reference for the lighting and the composition. But here I want to draw a couple lying with one another, so it's gonna be quite different. We'll see. So yeah, the first reference I'm gonna follow is the patient lying on the bed, and let me see. I want to see the position of when a person lying on the bed, and looking out into something. So it's not about the composition, but it's more about the perspective. And I'm pretty bad with perspective. I'm still learning a lot, so yeah, I always need to rely on reference photo. As you can see in here, I somewhat get it, but it still look pretty wrong. And now I'm gonna sketch it on this. This A3 paper, and if I remember right, it's from Canton. Yep. And let's begin. So this is the final result of the painting. I call it Serenity. I think I pull out my true emotion through this painting. It's a moment of peace with the one that you love. The moment that you realize the beauty surround you through that peaceful feeling by the side of the one that you love. As you can see, I didn't put in too much detail, but focus more on the lighting and the impressions, the poses of the couple, and the pose of the woman, especially because she was catching the light from outside. And I think I love the painting. I love the final result. It feels surreal in sense, and that's what I want to pull out, of course. I think I still have a lot of things that I need to change or I need to learn more in order to make a better piece, or maybe in the future I might redraw this with more details and more understanding about the lighting and how it works, because I feel like these are still based on my assumption of how the light might work, and I don't have an actual reference to really help me with this one. But anyhow, I love the feeling. I love the feeling of this work. And I love the blue. Oh my god, it's the different shades of blue of this collections that I bought from Hobian is so good. And yeah, I think I'm gonna move on to the next painting, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow or next week or the week later after that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna update my work soon. See ya.